Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga. So happy to have you with me today. I appreciate you more than you know. I hope that you will take a moment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you come back time and time again. If this is your first time with me, welcome and thanks for being here. And if you're coming back, I truly appreciate you guys. So always my goal to set the tone for just a wonderful practice that you can decompress, de-stress, get some blood flowing, get the energy flowing, work out some kinks and some negative energy, and just really get your mind and your body in a good space so that you can live your best life. That's my goal, my hope, always. So with that, we're gonna get a whole body, head to toe, and hopefully leaving you feeling refreshed, energized, and ready for the rest of your day, wherever you are in your day. So today we're going to start in child's pose. So coming back to your mat, anywhere along your mat, I like to have my fingertips kind of up towards the top, but not at the very tip top, and then pressing back, just kind of melting. Let your shoulders be heavy, let your head be heavy. Now, if you should need to open up your knees a little bit, if you're having a hard time getting those big deep breaths, just open your knees, creating a little space. If having the arms extended overhead causes tension in your shoulders or your neck, you can pull your hands back a little bit, bending those elbows. You can work to stack your hands. You can stack fists. So just find some place that feels good to you. And breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands out to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, and then just gently press your hips to the right, creating this long stretch down the right side, down your body. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center, and then over to the right, reaching through your left fingertips, press your hips to the left, and release the weight of the upper body down. So just a nice gentle stretch for beginning that yoga journey, or if you're just taking time to step it back, reduce the intensity, and really just take it slow and steady. Great practice. Inhale back to center and sit it back to child's pose. So as we're starting our yoga journey, it can be kind of intimidating. Really just focusing on that breath. Let your body surrender and relax. We're never going to force things to happen that aren't ready to happen. And we're going to come up onto the hands. We're going to crisscross those knees just a little bit. So just crisscrossing the knees will pretty much give you a good stretch in that hip. Now, if you have super tight hips, you're going to feel this right away. If by chance your hips aren't super tight, we're going to open up those feet a little bit wider behind us, kind of into a letter V. And we're going to take a big step forward with those hands, pressing through the palms of the hands to reach your sit bones back. So the further back you sit, the more you push, the deeper the stretch. So check in the mobility through the shoulders, making sure the shoulders are in agreement. You can always pull those hands back and be on your forearms. So listen to your body. Focus on your breath. We really want those big, full, deep breaths. Now we're going to pull those elbows back, and we're just going to kind of sway those hips side to side a little bit. So it can be as big or as little as you want it to be. Just getting into that right hip a little bit more. Playing with it a little bit, so having some fun, okay? Keeping it light. And let's come back to center, come back up to the palms of the hands, uncrisscross those knees, and let's switch it to the other side. So that left knee crosses over the right. We're gonna bring those knees just as tightly together as we can. So again, we're checking in. Do we need to stay right here, or can we open and flare those feet out just a little bit to a letter V? We take a giant step forward with one hand and the other if your body's ready for it, and begin to press those sit bones back. As far as you like. So the further back you sit, the more you press, the deeper the stretch. We want this to feel really good, guys. So just making sure, if you are grimacing because it's feeling painful or beyond a stretch, I want you to back off. If you're feeling tingliness or tightness beyond a good stretch, I want you to back off just a little bit. We always want to kind of be in the vicinity between a 6 or an 8 on your intensity scale. It's always good to be lower, guys, but we don't ever want to go above an 8. Let's lift just slightly and come back onto those forearms. and just gently sway your hips side to side. So again, this can be as big or as small of a movement as you'd like. One thing we want to focus on is making sure that that core is fairly engaged, if not entirely engaged. Sometimes we have to release it a little bit just to be able to move, but I want you to draw that belly button in and up, so we're always supporting that lower back. And let's come back to center. Coming back up to the palms of the hands, hands just below your shoulders, uncrisscross those legs, and we come to tabletop. Hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers wide. We take a big breath into cow pose, tummy towards the mat. Gaze and sit bones to the sky. Exhale and hollow the tummy and chest. Lift your spine towards the ceiling, tuck your chin. And inhale it back to cow. Exhaling to cat. And inhale it back to cow. Let's do one more each direction. Exhale and hollow. And come back to that neutral spine. We're going to extend that right leg straight back. Nice flat back, lifting out of those shoulders. Add a flex of that right foot. Breathe. Now, if you feel ready, shift your weight to your right hand and extend your left arm. You can keep both hands down. You do not have to lift that hand. Breathe. And release. Left hand down. We're going to cross that right foot up and over the left leg and turn and take your gaze back towards those right toes. Find your breath. Nice little lateral stretch down that right side through your body. We take our gaze back to center and we bring that right knee back down. Extending left leg out, point your toes, and then flex your foot. If you like, shift your weight to that left hand and extend that right arm. Lengthening and reaching through the fingertips and through those toes. Our spinal balance, or bird dog. Releasing that right hand down, crossing that left leg up and over the right, toes just touching the mat or beyond the mat, and we turn and take our gaze out towards those left toes. Oh, that beautiful stretch through the ribs and the waist and all the way down the outside of that left leg. We bring our gaze back to center. We lift that right leg or left leg back to center and pull that left knee in. Sit it back to child's pose. Extend those arms out nice and long. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank, shoulders right over those fingertips. Crocodile down, elbows right by the ribs. Press it through, up dog. And right back to child's pose. Let's do that once more. Inhaling it to that modified plank. Crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. And back to child's pose. Breathe. And let's walk those hands up, coming up onto those knees. Big shoulder roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, right arm reaches high. Lean in and reach. Those knees are hip width apart. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, other side, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Now you can have a pillow behind you, you can have a bolster, you can have a blanket, or if you like, just sit it back. So if you have super tight quadriceps, guys, stop for a moment, hit pause, grab a pillow, put it between your bum and your heels. Now let's rise. Activating those quadriceps, those glutes and those hamstrings, and we lower it down. If having the arms overhead causes tension in your neck and your shoulders, pull those hands to heart center, and we rise. So getting mobility through the hips, through the knees, getting out length through the quadriceps, firing up those glutes and hamstrings. Really important, guys. Last one. And rise. Breathe carefully, safely. Release those arms. Take a step forward with your right foot and lean in. Extending. Left arm out. Lift it high and arch it back. Breathe. That right hand can be wherever you'd like it to be, just resting on your thigh, at your hip. You can extend, turning your palms to the sky, a little more formal posture, bringing the hand or the finger, index finger and the thumb to touch. Releasing forward, placing that left hand to the inside of your foot. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky. Just moving, guys. Creating some freedom. Getting rid of tension and tightness, connecting with our breath, slowly releasing that right hand down to the outside of your foot and slowly press your hips back. Lifting those right toes, squaring your hips, a gentle draw of your nose down towards your knee. So again, always keeping that intensity below an 8. Always erring on the side of caution if ever you feel like, should I be here? If there's ever any doubt, yeah, come out of it a little bit or all the way. Inhaling it back, runner's lunge. We bring both hands to the inside of the foot and we're going to let that right knee roll open a little or a lot. You be the judge of what feels right to you. And as you roll over to the outside edge of your foot, noticing that nice stretch through the outer ankle and definitely into that hip. Slowly we draw that right knee back in. One hand on either side of your foot. Lift those hands to a crescent lunge, our half crescent. Straightening that front leg, releasing your arms down just for stability, and pull that right knee back in. Now we take it to the left. Left foot comes forward. We lean in and breathe. Finding that breath. Hands, that left hand resting on your thigh or your hip. Right arm lifts up and back. Find that breath. Feel that stretch through the front of your body. Slow, deep breaths. Inhaling it back up, releasing that right hand to the inside of your foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky. Reach it up as high as you can reach. Weight heavy through those hips. As you exhale, slowly release that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot. Begin to sit your sit bones back. Squaring those hips, left toes pulling off the mat. Draw your nose toward your knee. Nice long stretch down the back of that left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head, slowly transferring your weight forward once again. Bring both hands to the inside of your foot, and we're going to let that left knee now roll open. Rolling to the outside edge of that left foot. Chest is lifted, core is strong. Breathe. So we always want these things to feel good. Challenging, yes, but good. And then slowly drawing that left knee back in. One hand on either side of your foot, coming up nice and tall to our crescent lunge. Arch it back, gaze to the sky, and just breathe. Inhaling it up tall, releasing your arms down by your side, straightening that front leg, and then safely pulling that left knee back in. Bringing the hands to the mat, tuck your toes, extend those legs, and walk them in to a forward fold. Releasing the weight of the upper body down, so just safely coming into a forward fold position. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we hold on, and we're going to gently sway side to side. Coming back to center, release your arms and slowly roll yourself up. With a big shoulder roll at the top, shoulders slide down and away. Pulling those hands to heart center, we find a focal point out in front of us and we shift our weight to our left foot. Right knee lifts just barely, big toe touching the mat, and roll that right knee open. Tree pose. You're welcome to stay right here, or begin to slide that right foot up along the inside of the leg, above or below the knee. Now, if you need to move close to a counter or a wall for stability, absolutely make that happen. Interlacing your fingers, pressing your palms out and up, softening those shoulders. Find your breath. Balance is such a part, an important part of our well-being. Confident in our balance, so should we ever trip, slip, or almost fall, learning how to catch ourselves and what muscles to engage to help keep those falls from happening. Oh my goodness, so important. Every day that passes, pulling those hands back to heart center. We draw that right knee forward, and I just want you to extend that right leg and flex your foot. Breathe. Little lifts and lowers here. Little lift and lower. Now again, if you need stability, a chair, a wall, off to the side, a counter, anything. Lifts and lowers. 2 more. And last one. And gently place that right foot next to the left. Center your weight. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, right arm down, left arm high. And inhale, reach. Pull the hands to heart center. We shift our weight now to our right foot. Left knee lifts and we roll that left knee open, big toe just barely touching the mat. Breathe. So if you don't typically practice your balance, this could be really challenging, my friends. So again, practice, practice, practice. And if you like, begin to slide that foot up along the inside of your leg, above or below the knee, just not on that knee. And I want you to feel the stability, that grounding of that right foot rooted into the earth. Chest is tall, posture, always, 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 guys, we're working on that good posture. Each day that passes, that gravity, the weight of our upper body is pulled forward. We want to resist that, and we want to stay strong through that upper and middle back, chest open, spine nice and tall, core engaged and strong. Slowly drawing that left knee forward and extending that left leg. Flex your foot. Breathe. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Breathe. So challenging as we're moving, right? So as we add that movement, as we're standing on one leg, oh my goodness, super challenging. Last one, lift and lower. Release that left foot, standing next to the right. Step to the top of the mat if you're not already there. We come to mountain pose. Palms open to the front, tummies are tight, glutes are tight, core's engaged, quads are engaged. Inhale, reach to the sky. And exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Bringing those knees to the mat. Untuck those toes, crocodile down. Press it through, up dog. Open up those knees nice and wide. Press it back to extended child's pose. Breathe. So a gentle yoga practice, my friends, an introduction to yoga. If this is your first or first of a few times of yoga and you're just getting your feet wet, testing out the waters, stick with it, my friends. It is worth it, I promise. And let's slowly walk those hands up. We're going to come over onto one hip and sweep your feet around. Stretching is one of the most valuable things I've added to my life besides my family, my kids, my husband. It's a game changer, you guys. It's a life changer. It has given me freedom, strength, the ability to connect with you guys, but it has given my body a sense of peace and well-being that allows me to do so much more without pain. Pain is not fun. We take that right leg and we cross it up and over. Sitting up nice and tall. Breathe. Shoulders down. Shoulders down and away. Let's wrap the crook of that left elbow around the knee and pull it in nice and tight. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. And a gentle release. We extend that right leg, switching sides. Left foot comes up and over. We wrap the crook of that right elbow around the knee and sit up nice and tall. Add a flex of your foot. Feel that length in the spine, reaching out through the crown of the head, that rotation, wringing out tension and tightness, promoting flexibility in the spine, helping along digestion. Nice stretch for that left hip, and gently release that rotation. Extend both legs out long. Flex your feet, reach to the sky. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Tummy down, chest down, hands, and relax the weight of your head. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Soften your feet, lower your arms, and safely, let's take it down, one vertebra at a time, however it's good for you, coming down onto your back. Pulling that right knee in towards your chest, hands to your shin just below your knee. Find your breath, slow it down. Shoulders just relaxing down towards the mat. Let's extend that right arm out to a T, left hand to the outside of the right knee, and gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Turn your gaze out over that right arm. Close your eyes. Now this is one of my favorite poses. Stretching your hip, the lower back, the neck, the shoulders, wringing out tension and tightness. Wonderful if ever you're having kind of a not so great day tummy-wise. Really helps if ever you've had things that you had to eat or drink that maybe weren't the very best for you. Great little detoxifying stretch. Wonderful first thing in the morning or before bed, honestly, anytime. But really just, it's a game changer for me. Rolling back to center. Extend that right leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg. A little external rotation through that hip. And slowly lower your leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Left knee comes in. Left arm extends out to a T. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. And gently pull your leg across your body. Keeping both shoulders on the mat. Turn and gaze out over that left arm. And then just relax and close your eyes. So if this is kind of your beginning of your yoga journey, I thank you for trusting me to join me along for this trip. It is a trip, and it's an amazing one. But should you ever have any questions, if you need anything, do not hesitate to comment, and I will get back to you. But it's just a little taste of yoga, of movement, of that combination of combining breath and movement to celebrate that beautiful body that you get to call yours. Just keep moving, my friends. Or as Dory would say, just keep swimming. But keep moving. Keep breathing. We do what we can do and let go of those things that we wish we could but just aren't quite ready yet. They'll come. Releasing that right hand, rolling back to center, and extending left leg to the sky. Point your toes, lengthen your leg, little external rotation through that hip, and ever so slowly lower that leg down. And allow it to come to rest. Drawing the soles of the feet together, heels up towards your bottom, knees open out nice and wide. Now, if you like, that's not super comfortable, you can place some blankets or pillows underneath your knees and just let them relax down onto those pillows. Otherwise, if it's okay, let gravity take the weight of those knees. You rest your hands wherever you like and allow yourself to just breathe. We're going to stay here for just a couple breaths. So yoga can be sneaky hard, my friends. I hear so many people, I can't do yoga because I'm not flexible. Well, that's why we're here, right? Is to gain more flexibility, to challenge ourselves, to slow down, and to really connect mind, body, and breath. Believe me, I used to be that go, and I kind of still am in some ways. I have my yin and my yang, but yoga is my saving grace. Slowly drawing those knees towards one another and extending those legs out long. Arms come down by your sides, palms to the sky, and just relax. So make whatever adjustments you need to make to let your body find a comfortable, safe place. Now, if being on your back isn't uber comfortable, yep, you can adjust. You can be on your side. You can be on your tummy. You can come up to a seated position. But for this final relaxation, I invite you to find a place that just feels good to you, where you can truly just relax and breathe slow and steady. So if you are that person that you have to just go a bazillion miles an hour every second, I want you to really dig deep here. Get rid of all the wiggles. Clear your mind and connect to your breath. That slow, rhythmic breath. Just for a few moments to quiet, to calm. To let go of everything else and just be present within the stillness. And slowly, gently, we begin to reawaken, to wiggle our fingers and our toes, to bring our awareness back to the world around us. Slow, steady breaths. And taking your time as you're ready, drawing your knees in towards your chest and rolling to one side. And just gently, slowly working your way up to a seated position as you are ready. No rush. Take your time. Resting your hands comfortably. Let's gently open the eyes. Take a big breath in, reach to the sky. And exhale, pull the hands to heart center. So whether you were taking today to take it a gentle, kind in practice, or this is your first introduction to yoga, or one of the first, keep coming back, my friends. It gets better and better. We build and we build. We get stronger. We get more flexible. The body, it just loves every second of it. So take time for you each and every day, whatever that means, to reconnect mind and body. I hope it's with me. I love the time we get to spend together, and I appreciate you more than you know. Take care. Be well, and until the next time, namaste.